What's up guys, welcome to the channel. In today's video we're taking one of my WPL D12s and we're going to fit a metal chassis, metal wheels, metal gearbox with a 370 motor. Let's just get straight into it. So here's the kit that you get. That's your main part of your chassis where the motor mounts. Then your chassis rails. That looks like either the front or rear end support. There's the door where your battery goes. Yes, that's front. That's the battery tray with the door. And then there's your suspension mounts there. You get all your fixings in. Looks pretty simple to put together. We'll find out in a minute. These are your metal wheels. Come in different colours. I chose the black ones. But yeah, I think they come in the black, silver. I don't know if they come in red, but anyway, got the black ones. And a matching black gearbox with a 370, I think it's 370 motor on there as well. Right, time to get building. So the chassis all together, and I tell you what, it goes together nice and easy. The only issue I had was this this motor and gearbox. It comes with the fixings for the standard plastic chassis. I think they're just an M2, so I found a couple in my spares to fit that. Now you're going to need a donor chassis to swap the rest of the bits over. I'm going to put a metal rear axle and a metal drive shaft on mine. It's going to be nice and heavy. Right, let's get that stuff swapped over. It is all finished and it looks pretty good. I've not put the trim on underneath just yet. I was thinking about maybe painting it, I'm not sure, but it fits on fine. I wasn't too sure when it wasn't all built up, but now it certainly looks the part. And the wheels do look really good. A little bit wider than the stock ones and not quite as tall, which is probably a good thing because when the back's loaded up and the suspension's down, there was an issue of it rubbing on there. So slightly shorter wheels should be good. And talking of suspension, I decided to put double springs on there with the extra weight. With the metal, it's not a massive amount of weight. It is alloy, so it's not like a huge difference, but it was just a little bit sort of sagging a bit there, so I've put double springs on and it's going to be able to carry a bit more load now. A spare 2-in-1 ESC and receiver from my SCX24, my axial. I can't imagine this is going to be a common conversion using the electronics out of the SCX24, but if you do, remember to reverse your battery. Everything transfers over fine. You can actually get metal upgrades for all this. I didn't get them, but you can get metal upgrades, and of course we've got the metal axle and gearbox on the back there. So the body fits on perfectly, no issues there. Goes on nice and clean. It actually looks really good like that. Now putting the rear bed on, the gearbox gets in the way a little bit. And depending on what model D12 you've got, the earlier ones, they're slightly different under here, or the later ones, I can't remember which way around it is, so I had to break off some tabs on the bottom. So the options are to cut this a little bit, which I don't really want to do. I'm going to get some spaces, probably a couple of the plastic like Tamiya bushes will work, and I'm going to just fix it a little bit higher. You won't even notice it when it's on there. And it'll give it a little bit more clearance on the back here, but I think that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, I've left the ESC receiver on all the time, so I don't have to take the body off every time. Steering's actually, it's a little bit faster with this setup. I don't know whether it's because of the combo in there, but anyway, there's your steering. Nice and controlled with that setup in there as well. Right, forget everything I said about the SCX24. We can't use that one. I think the 370 motor is just drawing too much current for it, so it keeps cutting out. WPL to the rescue. This is a Res V3, matched up to that. Steering. Oh, that's my finger, ow. And throttle. Right, let's try again. Let's go and give this thing a run.
I can see it all so we're just broken people. We'll be scattered in the
So there we go. This thing, it looks really good. It's got, I need to weigh it really, don't I? I've not weighed it yet. So it has got a bit more weight than the other one. The gearbox as well is geared quite high. So even with the Res 3 from WPL, I did still have a few times where it hit like a shut off, where it shut down and I had to turn it off and turn it back on again. So if you are going to get this metal chassis with this gearbox and motor, I think you need to go more for a hobby grade ESC, like a hobby wing one or something similar like that. Overall though, I think it just looks a little bit more scale. These are nice anyway, but I think the metal chassis on it, it just gives it a little bit more of a scale look. Cheers for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. I will see you next time. Tidy the workbench, tidy the workbench. To the end of the video, at the same time, move the camera around here, change the position. Looking good.